Hey guys, welcome back to my tarot page, I guess. I moved downstairs so that way I have more space. In case you're just catching the video and you didn't see my prerequisite post about it, this is what positive shift has occurred for you because of Mars retrograde. So I just have like a little outline that I wrote down in my notebooks, that way I can help keep myself on track. So we're going to do an energy check-in on what you've learned or experienced, or just kind of like a general overall contextual energy check. And then we're going to go into the tarot, which is how is this shift going to benefit your future? And then what is on the horizon for you because of it? I thought that that would be kind of exciting. And then we're going to go into channeled messages from your guides and closing thoughts, advice, and just kind of like a summarization of what I think. So we have our 4 piles here today. We have this wonderful little, I can't see because I have a new filming setup. We have this wonderful rainbow fluorite, and then we have this blue apatite point. And then we have this strawberry guy. I can't remember what the name of this stone is. It's one of my favorites though. It just feels really good to have, and it's really pretty and really unique. And then we have this lovely sodalite point, which I love sodalite. It's one of my favorite stones. And then we've just got some fun little guys back here. We've got 2 amethysts. I think this is a raw smoky quartz. Then we have an aragonite star cluster, a really big one, and then we've got those druzy quartz points. So we're going to go ahead and get started with pile 1. So I'm going to go ahead and set these guys aside. That way they're just kind of out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and move each of these little piles of oracle cards and a little bit of tarot, my mini tarot. And so pile 1, if you chose the rainbow fluorite, or what songs did I put? I forget. Or the Summer Boy or Decepticon song, this is going to be your pile. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. So first, with your tarot card, we have the 4 of Cups with this lovely little rat. And then we have hummingbird energy. And then for your Moonology card, we have full moon in Capricorn, which is the end of a tough cycle approaches. Some of you might welcome that, some of you might not. Endings can always be difficult, whether or not they're positive, or all endings are positive because they allow for new beginnings, but they tend to be really difficult, even if we're expecting them, you know. And then we have seduction with my Witch's Oracle, and it's number 35, and this card says, hear the roaring flames with the masterful trance that calls upon heaving chest. Give into its alluring grip, if you please, but heed my warning of the claws that draw blood without mercy. Go ahead and set that here. And so what I got from this energy check, and what I still get, is that you have this 4 of Cups energy, and hummingbird energy is about like finding joy, and seduction is about like short-term joy. So it's about recognizing the joy that like a certain situation could bring you, but are the consequences, are the potential like drawbacks worth that fleeting moment? And if not, then maybe you should reconsider. And so what I see when I look at this is, through this retrograde, you've learned kind of like the well of joy, love, and happiness that exists within yourself. Like, look at how this hummingbird has all of these beautiful colors around him. You know, he recognizes that he radiates this beautiful rainbow energy and that he doesn't need all of these other options. He doesn't need to look elsewhere to find these things because they exist within him. You know, you don't need to look elsewhere. You don't need to give in to like temporary fixtures of what could bring you joy or what could make you feel abundant or what could make you feel loved and what could make you feel light, because you create that within yourself. And while this has probably been a really difficult time for you because you've probably struggled alone or struggled to find the things that help you to fill your own cup, you cannot continue to pour from an empty one. And I think that's what this Capricorn card is about. So I think it's about recognizing like, hey, this isn't, oh, okay. My low power battery thing popped up, so I wanted to make sure it didn't stop recording. This is about you recognizing that like, you don't need all of that anymore. Like, yes, this cycle has been tough because you've had to go it alone probably. You've been stuck trying to figure out if certain distractions or addictions, that's what this card can also be related to, is like addictions or things that you use to distract yourself without like any actual value. You don't need all of that in order just to create happiness and joy within yourself and within your life. If that kind of sounds like what you've been through with this Mars retrograde ending, and Mars retrograde was in Gemini, by the way, then, you know, I'm going to go ahead and get into the tarot, and we're going to look at how is this shift going to benefit your future. So I'm just going to set these over here for now. Wow. But you found your pile if this is the right, if this sounds like what you've been through with this retrograde or what you've been going through and experiencing now that it's over. And today I'm going to use one of my favorite decks. It was actually a gift from my dad and his fiance for Christmas, which I really appreciate because I have had quite a rocky relationship with them, but things have been looking up, and I'm very grateful for my family. But it's this really beautiful deck. It's this beautiful purple, and it's got this lovely interchangeable, so I don't even know, but I don't take reversals in this deck. So we're just gonna go ahead and get to it. We're just gonna shuffle the energy a bit. I'll take it because it flipped up. Alright, so pile one. How is this shift going to benefit your future? How is finding this joy within yourself going to benefit your future? Alright. We had, so what popped out before was the Four of Pentacles. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. Love the green energy. My hair is green, in case you don't know. Wow. And I love it. Alright, how is this shift going to benefit pile one? And then we have the King of Pentacles. Whoa, way too close. King of Pentacles. Let's make some more space here, because I like to take 5 cards. Just makes it easier for me to read for some reason. Then we have the Emperor. And then let's get one more, please, Spirit. One more. That almost came out. One more on how this shift is going to benefit pile one's future. How is this shift going to benefit? Wow, I guess we're taking 2 more. Cards had other plans, and that happens sometimes, and it's okay. So we have the Six of Wands, which I really love this card. I love how, like, so this card talks about, like, victory, essentially, and I love how he's, like, standing with a little laurel crown above everything. Like, it looks like all of this is just kind of, like, ruined and stuff, and he's just standing on top of it, successful. Like, he's come out of it. Come out of the struggle. And then we have the King of Wands. Ooh, fast-moving energy. Passion. We like that. And then we're going to go ahead and ask, what is on the horizon for your future because of this shift? We got a lot of really positive energy cards here, so I'm excited for you. I wanted to do a more positive reading, and I do love readings, but I get like super stuck into them, and I feel like they can be really, I feel like the market tends to be really oversaturated with them, and I get way too thorough with them. It's like, if I'm going to do a love reading, this is going to be like a sit down, we're going to have a conversation for 2 hours about it, because something is going wrong. Like, everybody's doing something wrong, and it's just too much sometimes, so we're going to keep it light. I need to focus on the question, though. What is on the horizon for pile 1 because of this shift? Alright. What is, alright, we got 2 of them. 1, because that's a whole bunch of them. So we'll take this one first. So this one, you got the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest moving knight in the tarot, which is a little bit funny to me, but. And then we have the 2 of Swords. What is on the horizon for pile 1? We have the Page of Wands. What is on the horizon for pile 1 because of this shift? Okay. Page of Cups. And one more, please. What is on the horizon for pile 1 because of this shift? What is on the horizon for pile 1? We got 2 more again, so we'll just take them. We got the 3 of Pentacles. There's a cat hair or dog hair. And then we have the Ace of Wands. More fast-moving, passionate energy. So I really like how we go through this of like a lot of pentacles, and at the end it just really picks up with like wands, not just any wands. We have the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands, and it's just like, to me, it's like you're so excited that you have managed to create this well of abundance and joy within yourself. Like, you're just like, yes, I can do anything. I can create all the new things. I am this source of passion and fire, and I am not letting anything get in my way. Because we go from this really slow moving energy of like creating this foundation, and kind of like, it's almost like you took your time to work through this retrograde to get to where you're going, you know? So as far as how is this shift going to benefit your future? Holy shit. You are creating this wonderful, bountiful future for yourself that's going to give you the capability to embrace everything that you enjoy about life. So with the King of Wands talks a lot about like swift moving, passionate energy. It is the element of fire, and what a lot of people don't talk about with wands is that it's actually the masculine balance to the cup suit. So while the wands is about like creativity and spiritual awakening and all of that fun stuff, it's also about the more masculine, passionate side of energy, whereas the cups is the more gentle, intuitive, feminine passion. This is the outward, creative passion. the King of Wands is like the positive version of love bombing, if there can even be said to be such a thing. But like love bombing yourself, because you deserve that. So going through this, you have 2 kings here, and you have, was it just the one knight? Yeah, 1 knight and the page, 2 pages. So you're really coming into it. You're really coming into this place where you're creating the stability for yourself through this King of Pentacles. And it's been slow. It's been slow going. Like you, this 6 of Pentacles card, you have been working on nurturing this for a long time. And like, while it may have seemed like the fruits of your labor were not really being recognized or fulfilled because of how slow growing and moving this energy was, suddenly you find yourself in this place of stability, and like you're like, well, what the hell? What do I do now? I've created this future for myself. I've created this situation for myself where I have all of this opportunity to pretty much do whatever you want to bring joy into your life. Like whatever it is that pushes you to keep going and to be passionate and to share who you are with the world as authentically as you can, like you've been brought to a place where you can do that without fear now. And that's kind of what this is talking about too, as far as what is on the horizon for you, is you're moving past this slow energy, this slow stuck feeling, and you're moving into this feeling of spiritual alignment and emotional abundance, and you're creating this reliable support system for yourself through sharing the things that make you feel like you, and the things that make you shine, and the things that give you this bright, fiery Ace of Wands energy. And it's just kind of really beautiful. I'm really proud of you, Pile 1. Like, this is a lot, you know? You've probably been through a lot, and I can relate to that. I can relate to this because this energy is where I'm at right now, where I'm personally trying to create these things as well. And it's tough. It's a tough journey. Not a lot of people have the stones, stones, to look out for themselves the way that we do, and look out for other people the way that you do, and to have the patience. It may not have felt like you've been patient, but you've really been working at this. And because of your patience and your continuance of giving yourself and focusing on yourself, giving yourself exactly what you deserve, and like focusing on yourself, you've come to this place where you can do whatever you want, and where you're successful, and where you're stable, and you just essentially have all the free time. Well, not necessarily, you might be a very busy person, but where you have all this free play time, you know, to hang out and do whatever. If you would like to hear more, I'm going to close this out like here. We're going to kind of go into the channeled messages portion. I almost forgot. This is a newer part for me. And we're going to get the channeled messages from my Moonology deck, because I need another deck for channeled messages. So we have, for channeled messages from your guides, we have communication is key with the new moon in Gemini. And pay attention to these timings, because like they might be important. What other channeled messages do we have? Pile 1's guides, please, if you don't mind giving us some channeled messages. Okay. South Node, don't let your past hold you back. Yeah, continue going forward. You're at this point where you're like going from this slow moving to this like fast paced like slingshot. I don't know if you've ever seen the Netflix movie Over the Moon, but this little girl Feifei builds her own little rocket, and she uses the it's like a maglev rail, and essentially she creates this little rocket, and it's like slow, and it's like she starts it, and essentially it looks like nothing is happening, right? It's at 0%, and then it's like 1%, 2%, 3%, and then once it hits like 4%, it like kicks in, and it's like zoom, and it goes super fast until she's literally able to shoot herself up into the sky and fly her homemade rocket ship to the fucking moon using fireworks and all kinds of stuff. And that's like kind of what you're doing right now, is like you're shooting yourself up into the sky, reaching for the moon, and the world is your oyster. But like, you cannot let your past hold you back. To go back is to lose all of this. It's second guess yourself and second guess the stability you've created. Can we get more channeled messages, please, Spirit? Channeled messages for pile 1. We have full moon in Leo. Don't let your pride get in the way. So that's kind of what this 3 of Pentacles is to me. And that's one of the downsides of the King of Wands, is that he can kind of be an arrogant bastard, for lack of a better term. You know, he can kind of be full of himself. And this 3 of Pentacles is about utilizing your community of support and the people that you can rely on, that you have built for yourself. You know, you've built a solid, stable community for yourself, and you need to be able to recognize, like, you can rely on that. You know, give thanks for that, because of the fact not a lot of people can have such a stable community that loves them so unconditionally. And then let's get one more, Spirit. One more channeled message for pile 1, please. One more channeled message from the guides. And then we have expect powerful change, new moon and eclipse. So you are already going through powerful change. You are powerful change. Like, literally, you are the spark that ignites it all within your life, and you've recognized that. Like, look at this beautiful hummingbird. Look at all of those colors. Look at everything that you've accomplished for yourself, and know that you can do it again, even better. And like, that's what you're working towards now, is you're working towards better. That's pretty much all I have to say about this. You guys are doing fantastic, and like, seriously, bravo. If you would like, I'm going to be posting an extended version of this video on OnlyFans. It's going to include how can you take advantage of this shift, what do you have to release in order to make way for like more changes, and then what are your guides warning you about that could be coming in the future. So if you're interested in that, please go ahead and comment on the link to this video, so that way I can make sure you get the OnlyFans link, because I'll be posting all of my extended readings on OnlyFans, as well as other stuff. I have other stuff coming up, like I have a raffle for free private readings and stuff coming up. That'll be exclusive to my OnlyFans as well. But thank you so much for joining me and sitting with me while I go through this awkward conversation with you. Have a beautiful day, pile 1.